Not long ago, I almost lost everything again. This is my third go at starting over again, and you'd think that I'd got it figured out, right? Like, oh yeah, I know how to do this. I've done this before. Anyways, my name is Dan England. I want to introduce myself. I am I am a disaster of a man that has started over from scratch three times now. I've been to prison. I have been married and now divorced twice, and I have one child that is my little buddy that I love to death. Um, and I'm here to start sharing my story. I want to talk to you guys about the things that I've gone through, the struggles I've gone through, relationships, breakdowns of what's happened in my life. I want to talk about where I'm at today, the success that I've had, and the failures that I've had. I think it's most important is to be very transparent. I want you to know exactly how deep you need to be to get where I'm at, and that's it's hard to do. It's very hard to do for me. You don't everyone puts on a persona, right? We all talk about what we are, and we want people to think that fucking cool, badass. I got shiny shit. I got and I'm you know I'm I do. I like to brag. I like my hot rod. I like my Harley. I like my trucks. I like all my stuff. Um, who doesn't? I worked my ass off for it. Figured it's kind of worth it. I got a toys from it, and is it something that's super important that I should stand by, and like that's how to judge me? No, not at all. I think that that's just another a means to an outlet to to have some fun and do things with, and not very important people, Lamborghinis and Porsches. And don't get me wrong, if I could get a Lamborghini right now I would, but I'm broke. And so anyways, I want to talk about the things that I've gone through and the things that I'm at right now. I've opened a clothing line called Shitbird. So take a look at it, shitbird.com. It is a brand new, well, it's not brand new. I've started it over 2 years ago. It is still a disaster. I'm still trying to work on it, but I'm also trying to build my steel company back up from scratch. We last year I almost went bankrupt and lost everything. My divorce literally almost killed me. That was brutal. And then I opened a garage door division, which I've had 20 something years worth of experience doing garage doors. Figured why not? And in this year alone, I made the big decision to file for divorce and to start a new life. It was with a push. I had help along the way, more or less ultimatums. People in my life said, "Look, we're going to cut you out, and we're not going to be part of your life if you continue down this path. Like your relationship's toxic. It's killing you, and I won't do business with you if this is the way you choose. So it was a crossroads that I had to choose. Do I continue to fight for a marriage and a woman that, quite honestly, needs a lot of help? And I tried helping her. I tried putting her through a lot of help, and that's on top of the fact that I need help. I have my own demons. I have my own problems. We together, our toxicity was fucking psychotic. It was bad. So I had to take a step back, and I had to worry about me and my son. That's the most important part. So this year, with help, we have started up another company, and I'm working on doing steel luxury homes. Everybody knows I love steelwork. That's my game. That's what we've been doing. I've been wanting to get out of doing structural steel for the government and all that stuff for a long time, and focus on doing stuff for individuals, for people that love barnuminiums. Those really badass, cool garages you can live in. Like the man's dream. That's my dream. That's what I wanted to build. So I started doing it. That's what we're doing now, and we have a big project we're working on right now with my partner, and she's excited for it. So and as we go through this, I'm going to be showing you guys what we got going on. But we're talking a 4,500 square foot luxury home up in the mountains that overlooks the skylines, and this I can't wait. This has been my dream for a long time, and it's finally coming. Now I've thrown all my eggs in one basket, but I'm also still trying to run my garage door company, my steel company. I'm trying to push more employees. I'm trying to push my clothing line, and I'm trying to also get through my own problems with my mental health. And now, even more important, trying to get through the criminal proceedings that I got myself into last year with my ex-wife. That has been a big one. Last year, I chose to make a decision. I chose to, plead guilty to domestic violence and start taking treatment, and not only just treatment because I have to, but treatment because I need it. I know I know I have control issues. I know I have problems with anger, and those are issues that I've had for a long time. And then when you throw alcohol in the middle of it, it kind of kicks it up, right? So those are my demons that I've been working on, and I want to share with you guys too because I'm sure there's many of us or many of you out there that have the same problems as me. The important thing is that we have an outlet to talk about our problems. I think it's very important that we all speak up and we create a system, a buddy system out there for other individuals that are fucking fed up with life, going through a hard time, but they're at their mindset that can't say nothing. It's got, I'm cool, man. It's cool. I'm all right. I don't think that's fair. A lot of men, we're oppressed to the point where we can't talk about our feelings, and I don't think it's fair. I think that we need to speak up, and I think we need to create an outlet to get together. And I'm doing that now. I'm trying to focus on not working 24 hours a day. That's all I do. I wake up in panics and night sweats, and insomnia is brutal. Thinking about how am I going to pay the employees? What am I going to do for this? How am I going to cover that? Am I doing this right? Am I, oh gosh, did I order the paint? Did I get enough steel? Like, horrible. I'm thinking about this all the time. And then trying to break myself away from that and then focus on my mental health, which my outlets are lifting weights. I like to go to the gym. I like to zone out. I like to do not disturb me and put some music on and just do me, right? Focus on lifting. And that's, everyone's got to have their own personal outlet and what they like. Some people knit. Some people play video games. I do that too. Zone out and I'll play 30 minutes of video games to get myself, out of the mindset of work. And right now it's, I'm going day by day. And I was just talking with one of the guys that works for me and which just became a very good friend. And I was like, at the end of the day, I got this going, right? I'm building this company and all these things and I'm doubling down, right? I'm hiring another estimator to start teaching how to run, steel work on top of remodeling homes, on top of foundation work, on top of building barndominiums, on top of this, keep on going. But I'm also trying to structure these other companies out, right? And then I'm trying to work on Shipbird, which is my life story pretty much, and that's what you guys would be, paying attention to. And gosh, I forgot what I was going with that, but with the problems that I've had going on, I know that I need to focus on what's best for myself and what's best for my future and what's best for my son. That being said, I hope you guys can learn something from me. I hope to be an inspiration to you guys. I know I talk about my story to other people, and they're like, "Man, how the fuck have you made it this far?" And I don't fucking know. I really don't know. But if there's something I can do to give others hope and to teach anybody else out there that it's fucking possible to pull out of nothing 3 times and make something yourself, then why fucking not? Oh, what I was saying is that I'm doubling down, hiring more people. I'm taking all of my money that I have, taking all my annuity, taking all my everything that I've had, everything that I did not have to give to my ex-wife. I have now invested into the company to build what we have. We're looking at getting a spider crane right now. We're looking at getting equipment so we can run our jobs. We want to self-perform all our work. I mean, I'm looking at doing everything. I got piles of paperwork and plans for this, everything. So if you guys want to watch me build and see how things go, pay attention. check in here, subscribe, and I hope to give you guys something to to learn from, or some fucking entertainment at least. And I mean, my story is kind of an odd one, but honestly, I bet you it's not. I bet you there's a lot of men that have been where I'm at and have gone through things I've gone through, just haven't said shit about it. So hope to see you guys soon. Thanks.